Welcome to the video, guys. In a follow-on from my video yesterday about the White Lives Matter banner that was flown over the Etihad Stadium during a match between Manchester City and Burnley Football Club. I pointed out in yesterday's video not only the BBC's outrage and their clear political stance on this, but also the captain of Burnley Football Club, Ben Mee, trying to use the banner as an excuse for why his team got absolutely trounced 5-0. Now, that is not really important for this video, it was just rather funny to hear yesterday, because today the outrage has continued, but it hasn't gone the way the leftists on Twitter and the media wanted it to, because as we all know at the time, he broke no law, so the police investigation was a complete waste of time, as we'll take a look at in a moment. But this morning, Burnley have decided that since the police can't do anything about it, they will do something about it and ban anyone involved for life from attending their games, which, given the way Burnley and other Premier League clubs have acted, I'm pretty sure a lot of their supporters are going to be turning their backs on them anyway, maybe just watching the highlights on YouTube or something like that instead of actually attending the game. I really hope this situation starts to hurt these clubs financially so they can understand that they are on the wrong side of this argument. But as we can see here, gleefully reported by Sky News, Burnley identify fans behind White Lives Matter banner and vow to issue lifetime bans. Now, before I go through this article and the other two I have for you, I have joined the Parler app, which is essentially a free speech version of Twitter. The link will be down in the video description if you want to come and follow me over there. I have been quite active on there over the last few days in between making videos. But back to the Burnley bullshit we gotta deal with here. Burnley Chief Executive Neil Hart tells Sky News he believes the far right is infiltrating some football clubs. No, I think you'll find you just got that from Sadiq Khan the other week when the football guys went down to defend the statues and have a tear up with the old bill. Burnley believe they have identified the fans responsible for the White Lives Matter banner and they will receive lifetime bans from the club, their chief executive has said. Well, I hope they can challenge that in court because it seems rather ridiculous that you are doing that when you're all running around with Black Lives Matter on the back of your shirts, which is a political statement. It doesn't matter whether you like the statement he made or not, that shit is irrelevant. If you can have a political statement, then surely other people can do it. Plus, you don't own the sky, so there's nothing you can really say about it, and as I've said, the old bill can't do anything either. Neil Hart told Sky News he was disgusted and ashamed by the actions of supporters who paid for the message to be flown over the Etihad Stadium on Monday evening. Of course he would, because he's worried he'll be attacked on Twitter by the minority of people who actually care about this shit on there. We already know about him voicing his fears, I'm not reading that out again. A plane carrying the message, White Lives Matter Burnley, travelled over Manchester City Stadium 2 minutes into the match, during which players wore BLM emblazoned on their shirts. So they're pointing out it's okay for one message, but not okay for another. And as it says here, police investigated the incident, but concluded there was no crime, which we will take a look at now. And this one here is coming from The Guardian. Police say Burnley White Lives Matter stunt, not a criminal offence. Imagine my shock. I said this at the time when I saw the tweet from Lancashire Police saying they were looking into it. But we know the police force in the UK loves to waste their time going after non-crimes because they're piss poor at actually solving the real ones, it would seem. Police have said no criminal offence took place when a banner reading White Lives Matter Burnley was towed past the stadium by an aircraft during Monday night's Premier League game between Manchester City and Burnley, obviously. I mean, imagine being the old Bill and actively thinking, can we get someone on this? Is it even possible? Surely they knew instantly that no law had been broken. It wouldn't have took them very long if they didn't to figure this out. They could have contacted the CPS or whoever, asked them, and they would have said, no, you're having a laugh, mate. Of course it's not against the law, you complete and utter idiot. The incident caused offence to many people in Lancashire and beyond, a senior officer said on Tuesday, as the stunt was blamed on individuals from a group of football hooligans connected with Burnley. Now, I have to say, this claim that it caused offence to many people in Lancashire and beyond is based on what? Did you poll an entire town? Did you poll the county? Did you poll the UK? Or did you poll the entire world? Let me know your numbers and how many people you are basing this off, because it would seem to me you are basing it on Twitter outrage and nothing more. Lancashire Police wasted public funds investigating something they knew wasn't a crime because there was outrage on on Twitter. This, unfortunately, is something that happens all the time and goes to show how piss poor the police can be in this country. Lancashire Police said that after assessing all the information available surrounding the incident, the force had concluded that there are no criminal offences that have been disclosed at this time. Because there was no criminal offence committed, no matter which way you look at it. We will continue to work with our partners at the football club and within the local authority, added Chief Inspector Russ Proctor. The force said it had liaised with Greater Manchester Police, the Aviation Authority and the Crown Prosecution Service over the course of the day, desperately trying to pin something on these people, but obviously they couldn't. And obviously, as it says here, a company that employs a man who is reported to have claimed responsibility for the stunt told The Guardian it was investigating after being made aware of an incident involving one of its employees, adding that he was on furlough leave when the incident occurred. So they're now trying to go after his business and take his life away in the current cancel culture that we live. And the rest of the article goes on to something we're going to look at in another article here. Because obviously they couldn't get a conviction for the crime that never happened, so they've decided to scrutinise the company that flew the banner so they can try and hold someone responsible and play up to the woke lunatics on Twitter saying, look, we prosecuted someone for this, for hurting your poor fifis. Company that ran White Lives Matter Burnley banner faces scrutiny. Blackpool Airport has announced that it has suspended banner flights from its runway after a plane carrying the message White Lives Matter Burnley was flown over a football match. Police investigated the incident as we know where the game was. It is believed the firm Airads was the operator of the plane that carried the banner above the stadium. On Tuesday, Blackpool Airport, where Airads is based, said that it was halting all banner towing activity with immediate effect. Because, as I said, they can't prosecute them, so they're going to try and cancel this company's ability to make money. Just going to show how pathetic Blackpool Airport really are, trying to cancel this company because someone did something they don't like. In a statement, the manager of the Blackpool Council-owned airport, Stephen Smith, said Blackpool Airport and Blackpool Council are outraged by this incident. Oh, so it was a council. I wonder if Blackpool Council is a Labour one. It is definitely possible. I can't be asked to check. It doesn't really matter. There is nothing wrong with what these people have done. They broke no law, so Blackpool Airport should not be able to stop them from doing what they do. That is just nonsense. We stand against racism of any kind and absolutely do not condone this activity. The message was offensive and the action reprehensible, but it wasn't racist, so why are you saying you stand against racism? Because nothing he did was racist. If it was, the police would have arrested him for it, you complete and utter morons. The decision to fly the banner was taken entirely by the banner flying company without the knowledge or approval of the airport or Blackpool Council. Due to the nature of the activities, banners are not checked before takeoff and the content is at the operator's discretion. So why have you stopped them from doing it, you snivelling shitweasels? You prove they have done nothing wrong per the own terms of the agreement of their business being there, and you've still decided to stop them from operating because of this. That is pathetic and part of the left-wing cancel culture. That does not surprise me coming from a council-owned airport, if I am honest. Mr. Smith added, Blackpool Airport are investigating the banner operation in question and further action will be taken by the board. Don't you mean further action will be taken by the board if they have done something wrong? To me, it sounds like you've already made your mind up and are planning to do something about this company, regardless of what the investigation brings up. Airads has not responded to requests for comments, and I hope Airads tells them to go fuck themselves, because that is what I would say myself. And the rest of it is just essentially talking bollocks about the shit we've already gone through in the other articles. It's actually really pathetic that it has come to this. The Premier League, the media and everyone else can run around screaming this and that, but as soon as someone says something that they don't like, that's it. It's offensive, it's racist, it's the end of the world. We must cancel this guy, we must cancel his life, his missus, everything else, any company that was involved. This is what they do. It's absolutely fucking pathetic and really pisses me off. Now, I am glad that the guy who claimed responsibility for this, Jake, has said, I'm never going to apologise, you can all go and fuck yourself. That is exactly the right attitude to take. Well done for that, and well done for the plane. It's gotta be the best troll of the year so far. I think everyone would agree. Take a look at how desperate they are to try and pin something on this guy or the plane company that flew the banner. Now, as always, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone who supports the channel, and my other social media links are down in the video description if you want to come and support me on Twitter, BitChute, and a variety of other platforms, including my second YouTube channel. As I said, all links are down in the video description.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr. Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going, and we are glad to be going. We're off.